Hi, I am the Purpose Doctor and my name is Olugbenga-wyse. I help people become the best versions of themselves by discovering purpose, gaining career clarity, and taking action. Thanks for subscribing to my Wise Career Nuggets. It's my way to help you create a productive and highly rewarding career. In the last Career Nugget, I shared amazing insights on how to identify your true passion, an important factor to consider in your quest for career clarity. Today, I will further elaborate on the need for a balance between pursuing a career you are passionate about or a career that pays well. I remember a very funny incident that happened while I was very young. Well, I can laugh about it now, but back then it wasn't funny at all. So I was so passionate about wanting to drive as early as the age of 14, and I wasn't willing to wait until the legal age. I believed by watching people drive that I could automatically do the same. So one fateful day, I decided to take laws into my hands when asked to wash my dad's car. After washing, I felt the car needed to be warmed, trying to flex some muscles, Remember, most of the cars back in the days were manually driven, right? So I placed the keys to the car in the ignition and tried to start it. The car leaped like it was going to fly and then bounced back. Hey, I was in shock. I got down and realized that I had just been saved by a huge stone that was used to shock the tires of the car because one of the tires was changed by the vulcanizer the night before. Can you imagine? I had just been saved from a major car crash. The moral of this story is that I was passionate to drive, but I didn't accept my current reality of not knowing how to drive. I felt I had good enough knowledge simply by watching others do it. I know passion is good, but passion is never enough. Many career professionals have asked me which is more important between a career you are most passionate about and a career that pays well. My answers over the years have remained the same. Passion is good and a great factor. However, a quick career reality check will settle the debate and the confusion for you, my friend. You know why? Because you will need to do an evaluation of what you are passionate about relative to your present career reality. Remember the Maslow's hierarchy of needs. There is a need that dominates every human. And if your dominant need is still the basic or the physiological needs, then you must tread carefully when pursuing a career out of just pure passion. So do a reality check on your most dominant needs, because your dominant needs are no respecter of your passion. I don't care how passionate you are about swimming. If you aren't good at swimming, you are so going to drown, my friend. This is the situation with most young professionals today. They have been sold the passion idea, but they haven't benchmarked it against their present reality. Having identified your passion or what you are so passionate about, one big question to ask yourself is, how can these passions serve me in the long run? Can these passions yield me results in the immediate, medium, or even the long term? There is no point deceiving yourself, fam. If your passion will only yield you results in the long term, then you have to fill in the gap with whatever job that is available while you create a plan and a goal for transitioning into what you have always loved to do. The problem here most times is that people switch off, and they result back into the default mode, or they kind of adapt and allow the comfort zone syndrome to set in. For example, a short-term evaluation will be about 3 to 6 months. A medium-term evaluation will be about 6 months to a year, while a long-term evaluation will be between 1 to 2 years and more. So it will be disastrous to match the realities of your short-term dominant needs or your bills with a passion that can only yield results in the long term. The reality here is that your dominant needs lack patience. It's just like a child that keeps making demands without being considerate with how the parents make things happen. Passion is great, no doubt, but do not be too sold out to the idea of passion that you neglect or deny your current realities. Now, the real question is, what do you do if you aren't in a job that you are passionate about? Here are 4 things you must do to create the much needed balance. 1. If your possible passionate career path cannot yield you results to match your immediate realities and your dominant needs, please stick to your job or get a functional job in the interim. 2. While on that job, even if it's a job that you do not love, ensure to have a realistic exit plan or a transitioning goal. Don't fall into the trap of the comfort zone syndrome, my friend. Stay conscious and awake to your goal and your plan. 3. Begin your journey to your proposed passionate career path by making it a side hustle or investing into educational and developmental resources in your spare time. For example, volunteering will do you a whole lot of good. It's a huge thing to consider that many neglect. And finally, in order to enjoy to some extent the job that you're currently on or would like to consider in the interim, always know that there is a way to bring your passion into that job space that you're currently managing. This will kind of help you create that spark that will keep you going. Now, how do I mean? I remember a young man approached me after I spoke to a group of career professionals recently. He said he had a passion for dry cleaning and didn't enjoy his job as an online journalist, and he needed my advice on how to merge his passion with his current career without quitting his job. So I asked him if he had considered covering or even writing about things like dry cleaning, personal hygiene, doing detergent reviews, and even a whole lot more. You should have seen the way his face was lit up. He suddenly had found how to bring his passion into his current job while he worked out on an exit plan. The problem with many career professionals is that they don't have a realistic and workable plan or even a goal to transition into the career of their dreams. You don't need to work in a position that directly aligns with your interest or your passion, but you should be channeling them in some way or the other. For instance, if you work in the real estate sector, but you have a passion for, say, maybe photography, you can leverage the skill of photography by taking photos of properties. Aha! Now, this does not only appeal to buyers, but also allows you to practice your own craft. What's most important is to consider the sustainability of the career of your dreams, my friend. I hope this has been very helpful. Share this with a friend, family, or colleague who might need this, and anticipate the next nugget where I will be talking about how to validate your personality, your potentials, and your passion, and how to identify what truly matters to you. It's what we refer to as your core values. Remember that you can also book a free 30-minute career clarity and coaching call at www.ayobamiwise.com. That is AYOBAMIWYSE.com. And feel free to follow me on my social media handles at ayobamiwise to learn more. Remember, all we do is win, and it always pays to be wise.